1 Kings chapter 10. And the sovereigness of Sheba heard of the report of Shalomo concerning the name of Yahuwah, and came to try him with hard questions. And she came to Jerusalem with a very great company, with camels that bore spices, very much gold, and precious stones. And she came to Shalomo, and she spoke with him about all that was in her heart. And Shalomo answered all her questions. There was no matter hidden for the sovereign that he did not make known to her. And the sovereigness of Sheba saw all the wisdom of Shalomo, and the house that he had built, and the food on his table, and the seating of his servants, and the service of his waiters, and their attire, and his cupbearers, and his ascending offerings, which he offered in the house of Yahuwah. And there was no more spirit in her. Then she said to the sovereign, The word I heard in my own land about your words, and your wisdom was true. But I did not believe the words until I came and saw with my own eyes. And see, I have not been told the half. Your wisdom and prosperity exceed the report which I heard. Blessed are your men, and blessed are these your servants, who stand continually before you, who are hearing your wisdom. Blessed be Yahuwah your Elohim, who delighted in you, to put you on the throne of Yisrael, because Yahuwah has loved Israel forever. Therefore he made you sovereign to do right ruling and righteousness. And she gave the sovereign 120 talents of gold, and very many spices and precious stones. Never again did so many spices come as the sovereigness of Sheba gave to sovereign Shalomo. And also the ships of Hiram, which brought gold from Ophir, brought almug wood, a great many, and precious stones from Ophir. And the sovereign made steps of the almug wood for the house of Yahuwah, and for the sovereign's house, also lyres and harps for singers. No such almug wood has come or been seen to this day. And sovereign Shalomo gave the sovereigness of Sheba all she desired, whatever she asked, besides what he gave her according to the hand of sovereign Shalomo. And she turned and went to her land, she and her servants, and the weight of gold that came to Shalomo yearly was 666 talents of gold. Besides that from men of travel, and the profit from traders, and from all the sovereigns of Arabia, and from the governors of the land. And sovereign Shalomo made 200 large shields of beaten gold. 600 pieces of gold went into each shield, and 300 shields of beaten gold. 3 minas of gold went into each shield, and the sovereign put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon. And the sovereign made a great throne of ivory, and overlaid it with refined gold. The throne had 6 steps, and the top of the throne was round at the back. And there were armrests on either side of the place of the seat, and 2 lions stood beside the armrests. And 12 lions were standing there, one on each side of the 6 steps. The like of it was never made in any reign, and all the drinking vessels of sovereign Shalomo were of gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of refined gold, not of silver, for this was reckoned of little value in the days of Shalomo. For the sovereign had ships of Tarshish at sea with a fleet of Hiram. Once every 3 years the ships of Tarshish came bringing gold, and silver, ivory, and apes, and baboons. And sovereign Shalomo was greater than any of the sovereigns of the earth in riches and wisdom. And all the earth sought the presence of Shalomo to hear his wisdom, which Elohim had put in his heart. And they were each bringing his present, objects of silver, and objects of gold, and garments, and armor, and spices, horses, and mules, the matter of a year by year. And Shalomo gathered chariots and horsemen, and he had 1,400 chariots, and 12,000 horsemen, whom he stationed in the chariot cities, and with the sovereign in Jerusalem. And the sovereign made silver as common in Jerusalem as stones, and he made cedars as plenty as the sycamores which are in the low country. And Shalomo had horses brought out from Mitzrayim, and Kue, the sovereign's merchants, brought them in Kue at a price. And the chariot came up and went out from Mitzrayim for 600 pieces of silver, and a horse 150, and so, by their hand, they brought them out to all the sovereigns of the Hittites and the sovereigns of Aram.